Hi, Elle Ingalls here at elleingles.com, pressure-free.com. And today my topic is the power of your thoughts. I was just quoting a physicist in a day of the Pressure Free Planner, which is one of the things that I sell. It's a pressure free planner that is electronic at this point. By December, it's going to be a written book. And I create a video every day that goes with this and a message. And I pick an inspiring quote. Let me pull up the quote because I think it's just kind of cool and I wanted to share these thoughts today. So this quote was from the physicist Paul Dirac, and the quote is, "Pick a flower on earth and you move the farthest star." And that's the idea of the butterfly effect, where just one little flitter of the butterfly wing has some kind of an effect on the weather, on you, on so many different things. And so I want you to consider for a moment the power of your own thoughts. Every thought that we have is an electrical impulse. It affects every cell of your being. It affects not just you, everybody you are close to, everybody you interact with, and even beyond you. Our thoughts are so much more powerful than we could ever believe. Hi, I see Leela's here. It's funny, I can't see who's coming in, but if you give me a heart or a like, I can see it. The face pops up, which I love. And so I want you to consider today, like, what thoughts are running through your head. It's hard for us sometimes to even see them or even capture what's really going on in this thing of ours. But if those thoughts are taking you in a direction that you don't want to go, you can turn it around. The fastest way that I know to turn around is this little 3-step system that I use for myself and I teach my clients. It starts first with a smile. So let's say you hear your thought go, "Oh no, this is going to be a really difficult week. It's Monday. It's going to be a really difficult week," and that's the thought that you have in your head. I want you to smile, because when you smile, the corners of your mouth go up and a little bit of this neurotransmitter called dopamine releases. Dopamine will allow the rest of your brain to work for you so you can really think, so you can make a different decision and not overreact to this idea in your head that, "Oh no, it's going to be a difficult week." So smile a little bit. Even if you don't feel like smiling, just smile a little bit. The second step that I have is to give yourself a slogan that you use when you hear your voice or your thoughts going in a direction you don't want. So mine happens to be "caught you." It's simple. I look up into my head and I go, "Caught you." But what I'm doing is I'm catching a thought that is not at all productive for what I'm trying to do in my day. So I look into my head, I say, "Caught you." And then I ask an empowering question. If you've watched my show before, you know I talk about this a lot. It's a theme of mine, but the reason it's a theme of mine is because we often ask the questions that head us in a difficult direction. So if I said to myself, if like my thought was, "Oh crap, it's going to be a really hard Monday," I can even feel my face drop. My shoulders get tight, my abs get tight, and I go into this darker place. So if I smile a little and I look up and I say, "Caught you," it's like I'm starting to lift a little bit. And then if I ask a question like this, "How can I?" or "What can I?" So for example, most of the time we'll ask, why, if the week is going to be hard, you'll say, "Why does this week have to be so hard?" When you ask that why question, your brain is going to search for reasons why this will be a hard week for you. Does that make sense? Are you getting it? Like, that's incredible. So your brain will want to answer any question you give it. It's better than Google. It will be very resourceful to answer that question for you. So if you could turn around the question and say, "Okay, how can I have a fabulous week? How can I have a fabulous week?" Now, here's the trick that I give my clients. It's a little unusual because most of the people who are watching here, you're probably a high achiever and you're doing a lot in your life. The secret is to not try hard to answer the question. So if the question is, "How can I have a fabulous week?" I want you to just relax into that question and let the answers come up naturally for you. Let the answers really be organic rather than forced or pushed. Whenever we start to force answers to one of these empowering questions that I'm teaching you to do, if we try to force it, there will be an equal opposing force coming right back at you, taking you out of your game, telling you, no, this really is going to be a hard week. So I want you to really be gentle with yourself and like ask the question and let your amazing brain and your amazing body and all the resources that we have access to these days answer the question for you easily and organically and elegantly. So let's review. The question I had was, or the thing that I heard my mind say is, oh, this is going to be a difficult week. By the way, I see a Battle Creek friend on here. I'm going to be going down to do some work with my team, my Ingalls Pictures video team in Battle Creek 2 days this week. So that added a whole new thing in my day. So I'm like, oh crap, it's going to be a difficult week. No, smile is the first step to get out of the negativity and move you into a direction of problem solving and productivity. So I'm going to smile. I'm going to look in my head and say, caught you. Catching the negative thought go in there. Who's even talking to me anyway? And then the third step is to ask an empowering question. A question that's going to move you towards solution that you really want. So my question that I started to ask here was, how can I have a fabulous week? I asked myself first thing this morning, that very question. And the answer I got was, I need to completely finish this week's 365-day planner week, which is something I do every week. I write the message, I find the quotes, and I'm very picky about the quotes. I find the quotes, this is my work right here. So I find the quote, I do this little talk about the quote, I write this all up, I put affirmations to it, and then I record it. So now I'm gonna change my clothes 7 times and record the whole thing. So that was my answer. It was like, get that done today, and then all my other coaching and all my other responsibilities, that's just going to be one thing that's off my plate and done, and I don't have to think about it. So what is that for you? How can you have a fabulous week? How can you get this project done smoothly? Ask yourself the empowering question. And again, you are incredibly resourceful. Your body and brain will get in the act and you will find answers. The answers may come soon, but don't push it, let they come organically. So I hope you have a great pressure-free day, pressure-free week, and I will see you soon. Oh, tomorrow between 1 and 2, Leela, Veronica, and I are going to be doing our show again, the Leela and Elle show. We're bringing brilliance to you. We're teaching you how to really unlock your brilliance in every way. So I hope you'll catch that show tomorrow. We had over 500 people view that show last week. So we're really super excited to bring it to you again tomorrow. It will be every Tuesday. We're committing to that. Sometime between 1 and 2. We get on at 1, we lock into our subject, and then we just run with it. So eventually we hope to have a show with cooking parts and all kinds of things for you guys. But it's one step at a time. So the first thing we're doing is just committing to doing Facebook Live and a show for you. So have a great pressure-free day, and I will see you soon. Bye.